Good morning, I'm Lieutenant Jim Carver. I'm the 203 Flight Commander based here at 815 Naval Air Squadron at RNAS Yeovilton. Yeah, so it's a multi-role aircraft. We can do anything from load lifting, so moving around underslung freight, or moving around personnel, casualties. So that'll be the general. I think that'll be the sort of the general tale of the tasking that we'll be employed to do. Given that the size of the aircraft compared to the Merlin Mark IV that will be deploying with us, because it's smaller, we can sort of utilise that to best effect to get into smaller landing sites without the risk of causing damage to any of the sort of local inhabitants. Yeah, so annually we deploy to the Caribbean in support of Atlantic Patrol Tasking North, which is HADA, so humanitarian aid and disaster relief, and that's a normal annual sort of cycle that we do, and that's to again provide assistance to the UK overseas territories in support of the hurricane season, which will come into effect later on in this year. Yeah, so there'll be 11 personnel from 203 flight, 2 aircrew and 9 engineers. Yeah, I think it's mixed emotions really. You know, we're leaving the UK in kind of unprecedented times. Yes, we're going out to support British nationals, but at the same time, you know, it's worrying for the families because we're leaving them at a time when we don't know how they're going to be affected back home. But you know, this is what we train to do, and we just have to sort of get on and try and put those thoughts behind us. And so there's some 250,000 UK nationals there.
My name's Commander Scott Simpson, and I'm the Commanding Officer of 815 Naval Air Squadron based here at RNAS Yeovilton. Yes, one of our aircraft today is embarking in RFA Argus, and we regularly send units to the region to support the British overseas territories, normally for hurricane relief between June and November time. I think there'll be a lot of unknowns, but given our experience when we do hurricane relief, a lot of our work will be to reassure and assist the local authorities in the overseas territories. Worrying, yes, but also very challenging because we have other units deployed around the world on operations, and we have to maintain those operations whilst also doing our part. The support of our families is essential to the success of our operations, and we hope that support will get the teams through some difficult times that may lie ahead.
Lieutenant Tom Lennon, I'm a Commando Merlin pilot with 845 Naval Air Squadron, based here at Royal Naval Air Station Yeovilton, and I'm a aircraft captain flying the Mark IV Merlin, which is behind me. So the aircraft is designed to fly Royal Marines in combat. We can take 24 Royal Marines wherever they need to go in a plethora of equipment, and we're deploying on Royal Fleet Auxiliary Argus to the Caribbean to assist with humanitarian aid, disaster relief, and also any tasking coming from the COVID response itself. So the aircraft's immensely capable, so as I say, we can get 24 people seated in the aircraft. We can also take 16 casualty stretchers. The aircraft can carry over 4 tons underslung on a hook beneath it, and we've got a rescue winch. And in general, the aircraft's pretty capable of operating in that unique environment from sea to shore, which is exactly what we specialise in. So we're sending 74 people from 845 Squadron and Commando Helicopter Force, and they'll be deploying on that Royal Fleet Auxiliary ship, so it's a truly joint effort between the Navy and the RFA, and we'll be taking the aircraft with us, 3 of them.
My name is Commander Bob Bond, and I'm the Commanding Officer of 845 Naval Air Squadron here at Royal Naval Air Station Yeovilton. So we have 3 Commando Merlin that will be departing Yeovilton this morning and this afternoon. They'll be transiting down to Royal Fleet Auxiliary ship Argus, and then they'll be moving to the Caribbean, overseas territories in support of hurricane disaster relief. So the squadron 2 weeks ago was in the Arctic at a place called Bardavos, 200 miles inside the Arctic Circle. So we quickly had to return those aircraft, and again, leaning on the capability of the aircraft, we were able to fly them back very, very quickly across Norway into the UK. And then we were able to re-roll all of our kit and equipment, and here we are today, ready to go again, you know, in plus 35 degree temperatures, vice minus 25 degrees that we experience in the Arctic. So we have 74 personnel that will be deploying today, and clearly the families, you know, are in our minds, and without the support and love of our families, we wouldn't have been able to get out the door and commit this capability to those that really need us in this time of need in the Caribbean. The jungly ethos runs true today, and just given the timelines from moving from the Arctic and re-rolling into potentially deploying to the Caribbean, said something about the teamwork and the ethic that we instill in our people.